On the race end, you got like a 107.20, I think, and I got a 108.01. As bad as I was going for me, I'm surprised I got that close, to be honest. Because it's pretty ugly in some places. It's pretty ugly. It's pretty ugly. This is fun. We completed OB though. And that's all that matters. You just staple yourself and you say you completed OB. So life is complete. I just gotta do it again. And again. And again. Even the March save is gonna like learn from HD on this stuff. How you said this. Or something. This OB stuff anymore. 36. And the next day, and the next day. I don't even think we said it like that, but still. Get back to 2050. Who even knows how long to get a double in this game? Who even knows anymore? How long has it been? This is really bad, but you know what? I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah, I know it's a good run. For sure. It's a good run. I think I still got a 307. It's kind of a miracle, you know? Now we need to see who wins the tournament, because I don't know anymore. Maybe the mini will win the tournament. That guy said he was crazy when he said there's no way he's going to beat Blue Hits. There's no way he's going to win the tournament. And here we are. One Michael away from really close. And then if you beat Michael, you have to lose twice. Yeah, those are probably, well, I mean, they're the top two seeds in the tournament. That was the fun thing about being on my side. I had to be, if I beat Blue Hits, then I had to beat Joe, and after that too. I had to go through like the entire level of everything there. Which, I mean, I played better this tournament, to be honest. I didn't have many dud runs. From what I remember. I think Pharaoh and Skazi is next up, and then Minnie and Michael race. I haven't even seen Michael around. He's been busy with stuff. He's only been racing, and yet he's still gonna possibly win first part 50-50 wise on that. Yeah, it happens every year, yeah. So, around the summertime start again. Don't go down. Alright. Yeah, WHD's idea really works. Glad I learned such a thing. Knowledge. Boom. $6:48. And now we have run again. That's definitely what I was doing wrong there. I'm so bad at switching through sidestep because I like never do it in a normal run. Yeah, it tends to drag on because, like, people will, also I think we have to hit this guy in this game. I think. Potentially. Potentially. How's it going? Okay, we got the cutscene skip, so maybe not as bad. Sometimes because of OB, we're like really hurting on life too. It's kind of funny. Like I'm actually kind of low. I would be dead in English by now. Yeah. I mean, normally it's supposed to end like right around when the summer school starts so that it's more reasonable for all those people. It's doing about that. Press. I don't even know what the heck just happened, dude. But it wasn't good. It wasn't good. I tell you right now. I tell you right now. Alright, this is me going slow. How's it going? This is me gaining a little bit more speed. 28 took it. Yeah, that'll probably be like by the time it catches up with you. There, it'll be pretty close. Everyone remember the tournament that went all the way to like Halloween? Sort of Halloween segment. I'm about to head off to my first day of school in 3 years. Send help. I didn't know you were going back to school. I don't remember you saying that. Halloween 3 is gonna kill a Halloween race, yeah, pretty much. Kinda. So this pace isn't as bad as I thought it was. They're doing the Biff thing. Why do I keep going for fire? It's like by default. Always go for fire. I'm kind of curious, does this boo even know how to go right in Area 1? Or does he always go down? Because I've never had him go right. Might not even know how to go right, which wouldn't make sense. Why wouldn't he know? Yeah, it's either the fake or he switched out of there. That's a good day. Look how this is a bomb every time now. I still wonder if you can like activate the boo, open the chest, and get the key during the animation. What? And then you're done. Just can't save with it. Or did you do that for that run? Yeah, I imagine you could. Because I mean, it's the same thing you would do, just you don't think about doing it with that key, I guess. Till now. As long as we need is a consistent run with RNG is the only thing that affects me, and we should be fine on PB. PB is free. Also, I've got like 2 more weeks of 6 days, most likely. Before the summer's over, then after that, I'm not sure what I'm gonna get. Not only do I not know what days, like what time. I'm gonna be here at some point. Gotta be pretty soon because it's not that far away. Used to it. This run's still 11 seconds better than the race. Which the race was fine at this point. It was after this where it didn't go so well. I mean, 11 seconds behind is still fine. "11 seconds behind is fine. Good toilet key, do not say hello to the red door. In there. So March is on like the same time zone as me. He must get up really early. Just realized. 5. At the very least or something. Because Minnie's here because it's like 9 a.m. And HD was here because we're just questionable time. We don't know what the correct time of day is. That just happens. So 11:18, yeah, see, it's a normal day over there. I'm gonna do this strat here since I have the vacuum out. Why is Airshock up? Same thing I said about HD. He's about in the same boat. I guess you can get sub 17 there, right? I would assume. Airshock, I think, is kind of the same. Well, whenever he's awake, like, unless he has a job, but that's the reason why I'm awake at this time is because of the job. It's a whole nother thing. Like, I'm required to be at a different time later, whatever that is. It's still gonna be at night, but sometime. I did not walk red. It was not good. Why did I know I was gonna do that? Well, saying, you know, don't ruin the run on something stupid. Could always ruin the run on something stupid somehow. Like me. We can't not do those mistakes in a run. It's fascinating to me. Like mistakes that just don't happen in large amounts of time. No matter where they are. Just seems like it doesn't happen. And speaking of that, I messed that up too. Still didn't hit me yet. Right? Alrighty. Get out of there. Thank you. I went too early. This run's pretty bad. But we won't have Michael come for us again. Seen good RNG on this boo in this run yet. I'm gonna bring this key all the way over here. Seems like a good plan. Seems like a good plan. Now, time to lose some time. A lot of time. I like how I made this cycle on lugs almost every time. In the beginning, no problem. Now we can't make it ever. I don't know what happened, and it wasn't the RNG either, because it wasn't always good. Pro was even there. Made the one cycle. Almost misses the boo. Here we are. Here we are. We are in something. I don't know what I lost PB to. It must have took forever to find the boos. I'm just gonna go over. Well, you know what? No, we're not. Okay. We are not. So I'll probably save some of the time back. Nothing like missing the baller cycle. Or getting hit in baller. See, that's what normally happens to me. I like almost get hit by the plate, but don't actually get hit by the plate. But for some reason, in the actual race, it didn't do that. That's what normally happens. I decided to get hit by the plate. I was going for the boo again. You see me doing it? See? I saw that. Saw it. Saw it. Saw you think about it. It's good too, because that guy didn't switch into a good spot. Probably was left or something. Who knows? This is 44 seconds, something better than the race run, hey. And I missed the baller cycle. As I kind of got back there. Kind of. My Petunia key was like 26OX. Somewhere around now when I'm walking down the hallway. Like when I enter this door. Oh look, good candles. Imagine. Good candles. Good candles. I don't need this boo either. We're still doing it. Still doing it. I feel like I should get the single and the double because it probably doesn't matter when it comes to the door almost. Because you can like almost never get to the door with triple. I will be 6 seconds behind. Maybe 5.5. Which means I saved 1.5 seconds of the 2 seconds of time saved, which means the split is not great. Even though there's no RNG in it. Imagine this split with no RNG in it. I keep saying this gold is bad because I can 2-cycle bank shot and still gold and good RNG. But how about we not for once today? That last one was really bad. It was really bad. We had fun playing ping pong. It's about as slow as I can be, but okay. Before you wonder whether that one cycle could happen. But it is a 1 cycle, so we got that going for you. I think we're just gonna stick with bank shot first, but we're not gonna say more of it. It's actually bad. Not in there. Not in there either. What a good day. So I forgot to get the booze last time in Area 4 to and got them in roof key instead. The good news is that you don't have to get ice. You don't have to worry about getting ice that way, so maybe it's better, I don't know. Then you don't have to worry about ice messing up your 1 cycle breaker. It's not really a time save though, although I guess you don't have to do, I guess technically it's riskier but faster to do it that way, because then you don't have to go get fire. This is one happy guy right here. played that risky using the animation so that I could still save a little bit of time between the transitions. At the very least. I feel like I need to stop checking that first because then I'm with the ball in the way half the time. Okay, that worked. Take it. At least it's not in the way. I like the bead, but I don't like the ball very much. Gonna get tech escape because you know why not. It may help more, obviously, there if you do it from the other way. Because it probably doesn't help much here. Also, having element here is kind of interesting. And helpful. Haven't needed it yet, but, you know, till there. It's pretty good RNG. Second I say it, element takes time. So 9:49 is my gold, and it's 15 seconds from a mirror warp, regardless of what mirror that is. It's a different mirror in most runs. Gold. Even though you can't see it. So what did I do to lose 24 seconds here? Did I just 2-cycle? Good RNG. I'll save me another one of those vacuum pencils, which I don't even need because I'm getting mice anyway, so I don't know why I care, to be honest. Who doesn't want a mouse right now? I know you do. You want a mouse right now. Don't forget ice. The last good run we had, or it wasn't as good as this one, but we didn't get ice and it wasn't good. I haven't forgot ice in a while. Normally I'll get ice by accident in Hundo or something. But not the other way around. Normally I always autopilot to that. Nice clean on that too. I didn't hit the box, I didn't hit that. Also, I'm getting the boo. because I'm a good man that knows that I'm supposed to not get the boo here. But this is fine. This is fine. We almost did okay. We almost did okay. We're getting there. I should still have times live. It was good RNG though. Sub 37. So a couple route things still that I need to not do, and then the Butler 2 cycle is a featured part of this run. I guess the Butler 2 cycle is no different than 2 cycling bake shot in reality. In this run. It may be faster than that. 15. That's my guess. I need that thing that's right there. I need that. It's a good thing to have. If I didn't get the boo there, I would be saving like 3 seconds probably. Which would probably be enough for me to be around gold here. On top of it at least. So, other than that, we're good. There's only one RNG part of that splinter. Other than the Colossus part. The boo. So I imagine we're technically 105 pace now. Because my Air4 golds are really bad. But maybe we can at least get a lower 106 maybe. Maybe today is the day. So I'm gonna get the booze now because it seems like the most sense. Do you like have, I guess you have enough fire normally. After the second part, does it get low? That may be the only reason why not to do it. But then that's just a risk, so. There's so much stuff on this run now you forget about Breaker Room 1 cycles till about right now. Then you remember. Oh, so I got fire anyway, didn't I? I'm a good person here. I'll just do it by default. I feel like I shouldn't even go in here now that I did that, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, he's over here, okay. Okay. Oh wait, no, I needed fire. See, we don't know what's happening. If you need fire, you have to get that. Yeah, maybe it is better to do this later, technically. Who knows? From like a small, like, you don't have to worry about the ice thing instead of fire, and then you don't run out. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna look. And he's in there, right? If it's red, he's there. If it's not red, then he's in the cabinet. I think I've gotten that part of the read. It's weird. I think I've gotten the other candle yet though. You wouldn't want to do this going up to Van Gogh. Any reason why we wouldn't want to do it at Van Gogh? Or what would make it any different than doing it? Would it make it any better or any different or the same? Because I didn't really think about the scenario of that. You gotta do Sup too. Oh, you say you wouldn't want to. I thought you were asking a question. Okay. So, it seems that maybe roof key might be better if it's... maybe? Or just because of that risk. If you do break room one cycle, I guess if you don't, it don't matter that much. And whether or not you like run out of element. Like, you can't really get break room one cycle too well with ice because of the way it works with booze. Where am I going? The kind of locks them away, at least the way I do it. I don't know if you can still pull them back fine or not. And then how much element do you have at the end? Is the only other thing I can think of. Because you're going longer, aren't you? I was gonna split on the suck up for a second. If you accidentally get ice in T-room, then you have to go get fire again if you're gonna do breaker. I think it's the same on time, I'm just thinking of like risk. You can't pull the boo back with ice from what I remember. From what I remember anyway. At least this way. I don't know if you can pull them back like into the room like Lewis does it. Oh my goodness, dude. Should have missed that one. It's pretty sad. I'm just thinking from a risk standpoint, I don't think it saves any time. He's over here. You at least switched into the same spawn that the other buggers in, which is what the boos tend to do. And then another thing that happens is that you have to get fire thinking breaker. Oh, so he's in here, that's good. You wouldn't have to do that. Well, you have to get it anyway, never mind. But you don't have to worry about getting ice. If you get it in this room, going up here the second time. Like now, if I get ice, it doesn't matter. I can still do the skeleton double. I can still ice the shy guys instead of firing them. You know? But if I accidentally get ice in the T room, which I mean, you could burn it out and avoid it, but maybe auto lock-ons would cause time loss sometimes, so it may be less riskier to do it this way. And also, maybe you would have less problems with vacuum cancels because you see you may be running low on fire sometimes, as you can kind of see now. doing it this way. So you might lose time sometimes. But I think it's just a risk. And so I think it might be better to do both runs at the same time again. Not that it mattered before, but... But yeah, the ice thing. This is around as low as it gets every time. I think you're fine, honestly. The only risk is the ice get it. I wasn't going to happen the second I let go of that. Not with that. Yeah, I'm probably going to end up changing that to what I accidentally did earlier. Because it kind of made sense when I thought about it. Just for that purpose. Oh my goodness, dude. Hello? Give me that, dude. Alright then. Well, I think I'm still gonna either not lose time after that or save time, one or the other. I'm gonna not lose much time. This run is so bad. And even one cycle breaker, I had to get him in a 2 cycle too, that lost time. The Bufine was not fast in cellar either. He's not going to double this time. And went the right way, that's what matters. But yeah, it's fine. I'm just thinking of like things to make these. Because I know we're like just doing these runs, so we're trying to like figure them out as we go. Maybe we figured out the all portraits needed to be done later. Same idea. That boo's not in there. That is the fake. It's a fun time. Oh, that's my favorite part of this run. Let me get this guy real quick. I'm just gonna do this because I don't want to get mushroomed. Switching up strats on the fly. He might have doubled there, I'm gonna keep that in mind. I had the fire coming out of the pocket there though. I need to lead him out to get to the door anyway. It's fine. Yeah, I guess rooftop is the only non-risk factor. If you accidentally get ice, it doesn't matter. So I guess that's the most reasonable way for both runs. The other one actually has time save, the other one just kind of because you can. I guess. That's not going to be great. He did go the right way, but it's not going to be great. Okay, he came to me. Gives me a chance. Alright. Well, there's one more. And there's a vein vortex. At least the lag wasn't insanely bad that time. He switched in there at the exact right moment, dude. Like the exact right moment. I was going to be safe and lead him with 10, but I felt okay with it. Well, I don't think I've gotten perfect booze in this run, so I don't know how this wouldn't be a gold. Unless I really mess this up here. It's about 18 seconds with the new strat once you can start walking. So 50-20. Assuming I get it, of course. Otherwise, you know, lose a couple seconds. There we go. That's about the, didn't it, like 2 or so seconds for the other strat? It's about the difference. Missing another guy. I keep accidentally fire or icing that guy. I need to just not use element. Ice is too powerful. Also, I guess if you're really good at using ice here, you don't necessarily have to get ice at the end of this. But I think you still need it, don't you? I think. It's gonna be too much, I know. Alright. 1, 2, 3. I guess I would have had enough, maybe 4. Problem is the ice ball that would happen. I would have to not do that. Should kind of hurt it. Saving the booze in the optimal spot. Not quite. Barely. Alright. Barely. Westing up. Just need to get these. Hasn't been in the up barrels like today at all, really. It's probably there now. Or not. Dang, that pull down was really good. I don't know why that worked so well. I think I was further away from the boo than I thought I was. Okay. Still got a bunch of fun to go here. Fire. Fire. I messed that up. I may not get this. Yeah, I got there in time still. Alright. I'm gonna see if we can soup and I go for double boo like every run most likely, so what's gonna happen, we just may not be as crazy with it like last time. The Robotnik has reappeared for another day. Got the cutscene good. It's not over there. Okay, he's in the painting, at least he's not red. Just going up, that's good. He still hasn't decided to go into the other room yet. I didn't realize that mattered. Apparently it does. He's high, as you would imagine. I'll take it. We'll take it, even though I have water. I think I'm 105 by a very small amount, right? I think that's correct. It's either that or really low 106. It depends on the RNG because there's still some with this other boo. And actually two-cycling it. With a two-cycle butler. Honestly, it was the only really bad part. It's pretty slow. Great, good, that's an important one. I have to like lose almost no time to gold to get 105 or beat gold on the other. It's really good to get that. I just gotta get the water to hit the hitbox. There you go. other way. Kind of prefer that, to be honest. Short text, perfect. Alright, so that should be our best possible time then. I was gonna say, as long as I don't get anything really long, I should be able to 105 still. Oh no, this isn't Hondo, this is PB pace. I'm comparing to PB. It's all booze. I knew we were more consistent at this part of the game, it just had to happen. I was still kind of sketchy there. On that exploder. This might be a let's see, this is a 51 almost? This gold may not be good enough either. I could get a 51 or a 52, possibly. Got a 2-cycle and you have a 105. Looks like the best for me on ability is like mid 105, depending on how much that RNG was and a couple of things that I didn't do. 104 is a lot better than it looks to me. It's pretty crazy. People do the fast, you know. Maybe I'm still not seeing it all yet. Or what I can do, but I know we're getting better here. So I know I kind of let go of him for a second, so I was kind of wondering on that one a little bit. A little bit. Speaking of no more 105, come back up. It's a PB. I moved around the wrong way. There's a reason why I don't go that way. And we did it there. Oh no, 6:15 instead. So 3-cycle King Boo and 2-cycle Butler and whatever else happened in this run that I don't know about, that I don't remember. They can be better. It's better than it was. There's no doubt. got so close, we can at least get it. We know that. We just gotta do that again, basically. And not... 3 cycle that and 2 cycle that will be good. Should be reasonable enough, right? Reasonable enough. At least it's a improved one to see. If I didn't submit the other one, maybe I'll submit this one because we're probably like into the next day. As in, that's probably good for a stream today. Good 5-hourness in a race. So yeah, thanks for watching, people. We will be around in the morning for the next few days again, if we want to be around. And can be around. We'll try to be around. Around 9 if I can. For a couple hours, and then we'll have every Sunday night will be like this. For a couple weeks, and then we'll see what happens after that. Something will happen. Sure, have a good day, HD. Thanks for the race. Robotnik, have a good night. I imagine you haven't actually slept yet, which is just like everyone here. We're all in the same boat. Nah, ye, so both. You didn't, or yeah? Alright, anyway, have a good day, see you later. Sleep ain't happening, rip sleep, man.